All right, let me let a couple people get in here. I see that Redbird Farm's in here. How you doing? I'm on StreamYard, so. Oh, okay, okay. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Okay, good. Not going to get any feedback. There we go. Well, it actually seems like the comments are working okay. So I may not have to use my phone. That works. And I'm waiting for my guest to show up. I haven't seen him yet. But yep, what's a Java with JSON without Java? So let's get this thing opened. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to run this late. I'm on time. Everybody else is not. Sorry about that. So, the person that I'm supposed to have coming in, which I don't see him in the background yet, he's a really, really good friend of mine. I've known him for quite a few years now, so should be here about any time. Hello, Miss Heather. How are you? Wonder. Oh. Well, it's kind of coffee. It's technically it's coffee, so it's relevant. Uh-oh. Troublemakers in the house. Yeah. And yeah. All right. Where is my guest? This is now I'm getting a little nervous. I might have to do this all by myself. Sorry, everyone. Give me 1 second. I didn't even plan to do this by myself. I planned everything out. Like I'm not kidding. I have like notes of just things that I was going to talk about, and that all involved another person. So yeah, actually, I did. I did just send him a text message. I was like, "I'm live. Where are you?" Hey, Don. How are you? You staying in trouble? Because I know you like trouble. Just kidding. Don doesn't like trouble. Oh, and MT Homestead's in here. Wow, got some big names. I'm actually halfway surprised. Sorry, I'm waiting for my guest to get in here. He hasn't showed up yet. Starting to get a little nervous. It's all right. He's a cool dude. Yeah, you're behaving today. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got this weird glare. I don't know if. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can see it right there. It's from those windows. At first, I had a really weird glare right off the TV right here from the windows that are out front, and I'm struggling like 45 seconds before the live to get rid of all these glares and all that. So I finally just sat down. Oh, well, I guess I got to kill sometime. Um, Luckily enough, I think Vegas is absolutely done with the 100-degree weather, and you know what? I'm completely fine with that. went outside this morning and had the back door open for a little over an hour. So it was 72, 74 for the low. So very welcomed, which means I'm probably going to be riding the Harley to work all next week. Well, tell Mama I said hi. My crazy dad's here in the chat. So, moderators, leave this one alone. He's fine. Yeah, I would bug my dad to make a YouTube channel, but I don't think he'd get very far. He's one of those people you do not put on speakerphone. Well, I am too, but I just tone it down occasionally. Okay, yeah, that actually is a pretty cool little spot you guys have, Mel. Oh, that's right, you have the horse trailer there now. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know exactly like how SLR has their little patio set up, but they've got their place and then like the little common place with the couches. And actually, I don't know if it's like this anymore, but when I was there, it was. They had the couches and then the barbecue right behind, and then their little outdoor kitchen over on the other side, over by Roxanne and Anthony's place. And I mean, it was just really well thought out. Everything, it was just, even though it was all outdoors, it was all open air. It was just a really comfortable place to be. It was cool. I don't know how you guys pulled that off, but it worked. High of 82. So I don't know what your low would be, but it would be sweatshirt weather for me, for sure. Hey, I don't know if it's Kenny or Debbie, but how you doing? Did you see my message? There's a poker run on the 24th. It's going from Red Rock Harley Davidson all the way to Zion Harley Davidson. Okay, so it's Kenny. But yeah, I got a ticket for that, and that might be a video in itself. And I am not taking the V-Rod, so that'll give you a little bit of a clue. But yeah, I wanted to see if you were going to go to that. And Mr. Drew's in here. I've seen him elsewhere out in YouTube land. Not going to say where. Okay, where's my guest? Now I'm really getting worried. This is real life. Okay. Dang it. I didn't know you were leaving for Texas. I mean, Texas would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind doing that, but I don't know if I want to take that much time off to do that. Hold on. Yes, very, very professional. Sorry. This is real life. I am live, sir. Okay. Well, I can kill sometime. Do you think you're going to be able to make it in at all? Okay. Usually I try to stay live for hour and a half, something like that. Okay. With the link that I sent you, just click the link and then I'll see you pop up and then I'll just bring you right in. Okay. He's heading to work. So, He might be able to make it in tonight. We'll see where he's at. Sorry. Yeah, that was super professional. But it happens. This is real life. Oh, okay. Okay, Kenny. I was wondering why you were hobbling around. I've got my own scars from the 4th of July, but mine were from Roman candles hitting me in the chest. But that was my own doing. I deserved it. Yeah, we'll say I deserved it. Oh man. Well, I guess I'll start talking about what I wanted to start talking about, since I have no guest. This is awesome. So we'll just send it. Let's see. Hey Lindsay, how are you? Drew, actually I am. If you, yeah, I can bring you up. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll have to do it for my phone. Sorry guys. This is real life. Got a phone going off in the background. This is real life. Oh shoot. How do I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. Uh-oh. Yeah, they where is Thunderdog? I hear him. He heard his name. There he is.
I need you to calm down and talk to me like an adult, because that's not what happened.
This is real life. Hey, Mel, can you let him know that? Oh, okay. Now I'll just put it on speaker then. Well, okay. Yellow.
Hey.
So you're live on the air.
Hey. How's it going, bro?
Oh, not too bad. This is real life, people. This happens.
It happens, and I got you back, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to figure out, because Drew said that he wanted to pop in. No, I don't want to block him, but I don't have it up on my phone, so I'm gonna have to figure out. But I also don't have him on Facebook or anything, so.
I got you, dude. If you need to text me over the StreamYard link, I can get it over to Drew. No big deal. I can't. You all don't want to see me on a video right now. I promise you, it is dark as heck. Although I could go down to the basement where there's light, but I'm sitting on the patio right now, so. Yeah, about that. I'm eating some hobo stew. We're chilling. We had a very busy day today, but saw my homie was live, so I had to pop in.
That works.
But if you want to get Drew on video here in a little while, text my cell phone, the link and everything, and I'll get it over to Drew.
Okay. Well, yeah, I do have Drew's number, but yeah, Drew actually just said, keep Mel on. She has more to say.
Oh, no, I just don't ever shut up. That's the problem. It's not that I have more to say. It's just, diarrhea of the mouth and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What do you have for dinner? Is it dinner? It's not dinner time for you yet, right? You 2 hours ahead now? Or time change? 1 hour?
No, we haven't hit time change yet. Hey, Drew, what's your email? I can still, what's your email?
Spill the beans, Mel. I see you, Drew.
Right.
No beans to spill. I'm eating hobo stew.
He probably. Oh, that's all right. If you have ammo on me, I have ammo on you as well. So that's how this relationship works.
I ain't going to war with 1776.
Yeah, we both have stories about each other, so we're pretty cordial.
So one thing that I think a lot of people don't know is that we've been friends for a very, very long time. Like we've been friends for more than a decade. Like in real life friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Way before YouTube, way before Arizona.
Yeah.
I mean, Gary didn't even hardly have a beard. It was some wild times.
And Gary he interrupted in between chewing and he said almost a decade and a half.
I think it was like 2010. Yeah, about 2009, 2010, something like that.
Before babies, and I think it was right around the time when me and Gary got engaged or got married. I don't know if we were married yet, but I know that we weren't married. I don't think we were married yet, and I know it was definitely before I had Julia.
Yeah, you guys weren't married yet.
Yeah.
So Dawn from Hat Creek. When?
Well, we just pulled off one really big win yesterday.
That is true.
Lights working. I mean, okay. Thank you, Julia.
Yeah, I was telling Mel yesterday or day before. I was like, you guys just brought back what everybody takes for granted. You guys worked so hard for that, and it's just incredible that somebody would go from a cozy house to living in a trailer with no power, running off generators, building their own new house just to get right back to where they were in a new place. You guys are insane.
Well, it takes a little bit of crazy to do this, but you got to look at the big picture. The big picture for us never has just been, like have a nice house and stuff, but it goes back to like the whole reason why we're Simple Life Reclaimed, right? We really wanted to move out here so we can have our life slow down. We're further away from any kind of big cities. We are definitely enjoying every moment with our kids, with, each other. And my kids are interrupting me. Wow. See, this is mom life right here. This is real life, guys.
This is real life.
Wow, baby. That looks beautiful.
You know what? I actually do like seeing, little bloopers and, just stuff you don't really see all that often. It makes the videos feel more real and authentic. And I mean, I know you guys are absolutely perfect and have zero screw ups at all. So, I mean,
yeah, right. No, I mean, you've been here. I mean, you've seen us, how we make our videos. I mean, we really just wake up in the morning, we kind of talk about what we're going to do, and then we pick up the camera and start doing it. I guess the magic of all of it comes in with the editing, right? But for the most part, besides like a quick conversation of what we're going to be doing that day, there's really not much planning that goes into our videos.
Yeah.
We really just kind of roll with it. But no, getting back to what you were saying about being crazy and moving all the way out here just to do this, like in the grand scheme of things, like our whole goal is to kind of test ourselves and to get outside of the box. And in the 5-year plan, after we have the nice comfy house and, running water and all those things that people take for granted, what we're going to be left with is an incredible bond for our family that I don't think we would have been able to get if we would have just turnkeyed the house or, not taken this crazy journey. And then also too, like we'll have we'll have our home that we know every nook and cranny of, that we put every screw, every block, everything, like we did it. So it's incredible. I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's very crazy. I think everybody should do it though. I think everybody should do it.
Everybody should build their own house from scratch.
Everybody, and live in a trailer for 1.5 years with 3 kids. It's real character building right there.
Yeah. You start getting real close to the people that are around you.
Oh yeah. And it's been a really good thing. Like for our family, as crazy as it sounds, like being underneath this immense amount of pressure has made us grow so strong together. Mm-hmm. And I mean, in some days, we want to bite each other's heads off. We're human beings, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But I would say the majority of the time, really, it's gotten us so close to each other.
Oh, yeah.
And me and Gary, like our relationship, of course, like I said, we've been married for a long time. There's days where we want to bite each other's heads off. That's just being married. But for the most part, it really has grown like our relationship to be a lot closer together, the way that we can trust each other with literally everything. And I have to put my life in his hands, and he has to put his life in my hands with some of the things that we do, you know?
Oh yeah.
So,
And, you know, whether some of it is just perfectly normal, you know, just day-to-day stuff, or if it's some stuff that OSHA would not be very happy with.
you know, that's the fun thing about building your own house, is that you don't, at least out in the area that we're at, there's no codes, there's no restrictions, there's no OSHA.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we want to try to follow everything as closely to code as possible, because one, it's for your, they have the codes there for your safety.
But they do
you know,
get in the way.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, sometimes you just want to go out there and get it, and you reach over for, you know, something to stand on, and it's a folding chair, you know, hey.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you should see some of the stuff that I stand on. I always joke with my girlfriend, and she's actually she's in college to be HR, and I'm just like, I am an absolute HR nightmare.
you guys sound like a perfect pair.
Right? I get in trouble, and she yells at me and sends me back to work.
Oh man, I can't wait until you guys come out and visit again. The last time you were out here, we had holes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we had any blocks down.
No.
The concrete, right?
No, the last time I was there was the day that they poured the the slab.
Was it
It was the real one, not the screw up.
I was gonna say, was it the disaster, or was it like it was the fixing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or wait a minute. No. Because it was after I came back up from Louisiana.
Well, you've been out here a couple times. Like the last time that, I mean, you know, again, real life friends. I think the first time, because you came out and you helped my mom move, and then you came out again.
Yeah. Yeah, so the first time is when, because I had to fly back. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's when it was.
I know it's confusing, and this year has been so jam-packed with so much stuff, it's confusing.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be. Like, my brain is just mashed potatoes constantly, but somehow I made it work.
Yeah.
Shoestring it all together.
Yeah, and speaking of work, my work has been absolutely just jam-packed, busy, and over the last 2 weeks, we hired 2 new people, and now we're completely caught up. We're just standing around. It's like, man.
Are they good, though?
Yeah. We're still figuring out their what they can actually do. One guy just got out of the military, so he's still kind of adjusting to the civilian life. And then one kid, I think we stole him from. Actually, I don't think we stole him from Toyota, but he worked at Toyota, and then he sold used cars for a little bit. But everything that I talked to him about, or, you know, he's actually got good knowledge. He's got good knowledge, but we'll see how his hands-on is, you know?
Yeah, and the work ethic and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, everybody online knows you as Tundra Jason, right? But I'm not sure they really know. You should probably go into some of the stuff. Like, maybe they didn't know that you were a mechanic.
Yeah, that is true. That's what I do. Honestly, this is the cleanest my hands have been in 4 days, and that's just stained. Mechanic's life.
No, they're actually looking very clean. I'm looking at your fingernails, and I am proud of you, brother. Proud of you.
They're a little long, but at least they're clean.
A lot cleaner than Gary's are right now.
Yeah. So yeah. Yep, that's what I do. I'm a mechanic. By trade, I've dipped into a couple other things. I worked valet for a little bit at the M Resort, which is south end of Las Vegas. Very, very high-end hotel. I've also done security for Sam's Town, which is not a very high-end hotel over on the east side of the valley, but that was fun. Mel, I'm sure you remember Sam's Hood.
Yeah. I definitely know Sam's Town. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta give them credit though. You know, it's a Vegas kid staple to at some point in your life growing up have your parents take you down to where they have the wolf and the laser light show and
Yes.
the waterfall.
Yes, the atrium.
Yeah, it's a staple. Any
Mhm.
Vegas kid has had their parents take them there to enjoy the music while their parents went over and enjoyed some cocktails. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's happened. I don't know. Everybody in Vegas knows that.
Yep. For me, it was usually Sunset Station. I usually got dropped off at Kids Quest.
Kids Quest. Yeah.
Yep. I don't even think that's a thing anymore.
I never went to Kids Quest. Actually, you know, I was one of those kids that wanted to go to Kids Quest. I was like, it looks fun in there. It looks like a really more super cool, like, jungle gym, like what you would get at, like, McDonald's. But, you know, we'd always just go to McDonald's.
Oh yeah. And it was absolutely 90s. If the kids got hurt, shake it off. You're fine.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah, we absolutely wouldn't have anything like that today.
Hey, you know, you guys do have Wet and Wild back, though. Although it's not the same as the
Not
old
even,
one.
no. That's a huge disappointment.
But you got one. In
Yeah.
fact, you have two. You got a Cowabunga Bay now. So.
Yeah, actually, that's 2.5 miles from me.
Yeah.
And I've never been to either one of them at all. I don't really care to go.
We went before we moved. When we were downsizing and we were getting ready to sell everything. I'm sorry, I got a cough. Excuse me. I put a lot of pepper in the hobo stew, and I'm sitting here trying to eat and talk on the phone again. No, before we left, when we were selling everything, and we were like, all right, we're going to go hunker down and be out in the sticks for a really long time. We're going to have a change of life. We're going to completely change our life, and we're going to try to live, you know, the way that we're living, more self-sustainably, and we got all this stuff to build. But I wanted to have that one last kind of like hurrah with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Before we came out and did this. So, right when we started, I think it was the year that we went and looked for the property out here, we went to Cowabunga Bay, and then literally right before we moved to the following year, we were like, all right, we've never been to Wet and Wild, let's go check it out before we go, because I used to live at Wet and Wild in the 90s, but you know, the original Wet and Wild. I used to have a season pass, and I would spend all of my summers down there. All in the 90s would just be right next to the Sahara, or it's not even the Sahara anymore. What is it now?
It went to the SLS, and now it's back at Sahara. And I don't know what they're doing with that whole thing.
Oh, okay. So it's the Sahara again?
Yeah, it's the Sahara again.
Okay, well, it was right next door to there.
Yeah.
That's where it was. And we used to, I mean, yeah.
And that's still an empty lot. They haven't done anything with it.
That
was actually kind of, did I ever write that down? No, I don't think I did. But no, actually one of the topics that that I was going to talk about is a very, very, very little known fact. When you're on the Strip, unless you're north of Sahara, you're actually not in Las Vegas.
Really?
Yes. You're in unincorporated Clark County. It's technically not Las Vegas.
So, like, the majority of the Las Vegas Strip is unincorporated Las Vegas?
Yes. Hold on. Let me do a screen share here.
Well, because, like, north of the Sahara, you're talking the stratosphere and then the hood.
So, actually, I just pulled up a map on the live. So, right here is Sahara.
Interesting.
Yep. And the Strip's right here. And what you are actually in, go away, is where'd it go? It's not Enterprise. I think Enterprise is part of it. Well, anyway. But yeah, Clark County, I guess that's all just white. But yeah, let's see. That's the light blue. So I don't live in Good Springs. What is that? Good Springs is west or something like that. I'm missing colors here. This is not going well.
It's okay. It's okay.
Paradise. There it is. So yeah, I'm technically in Paradise. But yeah, unless you go past the Sahara Hotel, you are actually not in Las Vegas on the Strip while you're on the Strip.
Well, I know that there's all those different, like because it's such a large city, you got North Las Vegas, you have Henderson, you got South Las Vegas, you got Summerlin. I mean, Anthem. Like, there's so many different East Side. There's so many different spots of Vegas. It's such a big city, but at the same time, when you live there for a very long time, just like you've lived there your entire life, like it's a small town.
Yeah.
And so like the lingos are only pretty much to differentiate like how far away you are from one point to the other, you know? So like if you're downtown and you're like, hey, you want to get together and go hang out? You're like, yeah, where are they at? Oh, they're over at Anthem. So then you know about where you're going to need to drive.
Yeah.
But technically, I mean, like as far as anybody, trust me, anybody out here in Arkansas, they would not know the difference between Anthem and Henderson. It's all Las Vegas, you know?
Yeah.
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 So.
Once you get past, I'll even dare to say Windmill. Windmill South is pretty much all Henderson at that point. I mean, there's still little spots of Las Vegas, but yeah, it's really weird how our town is. Go ahead.
They just keep on building.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't think. I don't know. Remember, there was a rumor 15 years ago, something like that, that Las Vegas was going to connect with Boulder City. Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
Yeah, there was a rumor about that a while ago that they were going to make Boulder City be kind of like the extra suburb, but here Gary's piping in. Come here, baby.
So it will happen eventually, but it's not going to be like what everybody thinks. It's, you know where Pro Gun Club is, right?
Yeah.
So that technically is Henderson.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
So where they're looking at is actually building along that high stretch of the, or not 50, what is that?
95. Well, 95 and now I-11.
I-11, thank you. So along I-11, they're going to be doing a whole bunch of housing development stuff and whatnot, and they've already got permits and granted by Boulder City itself to build. I think it was like 2,500 homes or something like that right through there.
Yeah.
So
that's ridiculous.
So I wouldn't doubt that that's going to happen here soon. But that's also the same developer there is the same one in Arizona, out over by White Hills where we were and everything. So, yeah.
Do you think that White Hills is going to end up blowing up as a city?
Oh yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, if you guys have
It's already happening. If you drive that way,
real estate out there has like tripled and quadrupled. If you, I'm telling you right now, the real estate, the property values out there are just exploding. Exploding.
I mean, we haven't been back there in 2 years, but I guarantee you there's a whole bunch more houses down there on that very first, just before that bend. So once you get over the Willow Beach side, you hit Temple Bar.
Yeah.
Straight away, and then it bends. Right at that bend, they were building like this huge bridge and everything because of the Detrital Wash right there. Just that massive wash.
Yeah.
So I mean, they put that huge infrastructure in right there, and they started doing little buildings here and there. And I was like, man, I guarantee you, if we come back here, there's going to be nothing but housing development out there.
I'd be interested if is Drew still in the chat. I'd be interested if Drew has any spare time on his driving around. I know that he said he was going to drive south, and he was talking about Phoenix, and I know he changed his mind about going over to Phoenix and whatnot, but if he was still going to go over towards like the Hoover Dam area, I would be very interested I love watching all of his videos anyway, but that one would just, of course, I used to live there, so it would really, really pique my interest.
Yeah, to see what it looks like now.
Yeah.
You know what? I might actually, because coming up here on the 24th, I'm taking I rented a motorcycle, and I'm going to be going on a poker run from Red Rock Harley to Zion Harley. But I got the bike for quite a few days. So I might actually just go and take a look and see what's up.
Yeah, go by our old house and see what it looks like. I was talking to some of our old neighbors, and they told me that the house got a complete paint job, and it doesn't even look the same anymore. I'm like, oh, I bet you that looks pretty. That's one thing that we always wanted to do. We just never did, was paint the exterior of our old house.
I mean, it never looked bad. Not at
No,
all.
it didn't look bad, but we never made it our own. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, it didn't look bad though. It wasn't like ugly.
No, not at all.
No, but yes, we were. We were on a budget. I mean, we're still on a budget right now. Shoot.
Oh yeah.
When it's all said and done, when we're done with this crazy chapter and all of the building and all that and everything is done, we'll have a beautiful home that we put blood, sweat, and tears into, and no mortgage. So, I mean, that's like the huge reward right there. Well, if all goes according to plan, twiddling fingers,
Yeah.
then we'll be able to enjoy, several years with our kids while they're still kids without having to punch a clock like the traditional way, and we'll be able to enjoy our grandbabies and have a legacy to leave them. So.
Yep. And it's completely 100% paid for. All they got to do is pay for the property taxes, which are probably nothing.
Not too bad in Arkansas, I do have to say, not too bad. That's the one thing. Don't get me going on that rant, man. That's a path I don't want to go down.
Yeah.
At least not live. But that's one thing that is just really sucks, because you can't control what happens to the properties that are around you. You can't control. Think about it. If some multi-billion-dollar whatever wanted to come and build a giant casino out by Mount Magazine or something, right? Well, then the property values are all going to go up, which in turn is going to be a good thing. But it's also a bad thing for the folks that didn't ask for it, and now their taxes every year are quadrupling and then some.
Yeah.
So
the people that just wanted to be out in the middle of nowhere and left alone, all of a sudden they're right in the middle of everything.
Yeah, I'm raising my hand. Hi, here we are. That's us. So, it's one of those things that really sucks. I mean, I get it, and everybody has to pay their share, and you don't skip out on it. You do what you have to do because you have to, or else it's kind of one of those situations. And so you do it. But it doesn't mean you have to be really happy about it when you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do it. At the end of the day, you do it. So.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
So what were all those questions that you had for your friend? I can sit here. I can interview you. You want me to be you want to flip the script? I'll interview you.
Let's see. Well, actually, this is kind of relevant because that'll be a good video, Cindy. I'm definitely gonna watch that one later. She posted the link to Fallen Arkansas Veterans remembering 9/11.
Oh my goodness!
I'm definitely gonna watch that one later.
Yes. Okay. So in honor of the day, really quick to go squirrel, everybody that was alive and at least old enough, you're in my age group, you were old enough. Where were you exactly? Where were you? What were you doing when the Twin Towers were hit?
I was still in bed. I was in.
When you found out, like when it clicked, like what happened? Where were you?
Actually, I was just getting ready to leave for school. I was in freshman year in high school. I remember it. I think, my TV had my TV at the time had I guess it's like an alarm, so I could actually set it to turn on at a certain time, which is really cool because TVs don't do that anymore. But you could turn it on at a certain time, so that would wake me up. I'd wake up, watch the news or whatever I left it on. Usually it was Nick at Night. I was watching, I forgot what it was, but whatever programs they had. But I remember seeing, all the smoke from the first tower. And when I watched that second plane hit, it just, I was, I'd never really seen anything like that before, but I knew that something was wrong. I went out and I told my grandma, I'm like, the second tower just got hit in New York, and she came bombing into the room, watched TV, and oh man, that was bad. And then I want to say that I don't remember. No, they didn't lock down the schools for us that day.
No, they didn't. So
Not like Columbine. I should.
No.
That was probably a trigger word for YouTube. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. They did not. I went to school that day. Did you go to school that day? I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that day specifically. I
Mhm.
remember being. So how did your parents react? Like what? Like how? What was the feeling? And like, because I remember when I woke up and I was getting ready for school, and I used to take the cat bus to school because I lived off of Sahara, and I went up to Vegas High School, and so it was a short, city bus ride just right up the road. And I would rather take the city bus because the school buses were just it was way bad. It was terrible. You know how that stuff goes.
Mhm.
So I would rather just take the city bus. So I did that. Woke up in the morning, came out of the hallway, and my dad was sitting in the living room. And my dad, he always was up super early, and he had been up watching the news. And I remember I was getting ready to go to school, and I remember him watching something on the TV. And then I didn't really remember, like, he was just like my mom. I remember him and my mom were talking, and I didn't really know exactly what was going on. I kind of seen a little bit of it, but I was in a rush. I was like rushing, trying to get out the door to go to school. And my mom was asking my dad, she was like, do you think she should go to school today? And he's like, well, and they kind of gave me this look, and I'm like, I'm out of here, bye. And I just left before they could tell me to stay home or anything. I was like, I gotta go. Like, I'm gonna be late.
Yeah.
If I don't go right now, I'm gonna miss my bus. And so they let me go to school. And as soon as we got to school, the homeroom class, they wheeled in in the cart on the big box TV on the cart. They wheeled in a television and they plugged it in, and basically the entire day. Like, we didn't do anything in any of our classes, all of our classes. We were just glued to the TV. I don't even remember. I mean, I don't remember them making us change classes and go from, first period to second period or anything. But I do remember, at least in homeroom, the entire class, and the rest of the day was just a fog. And there was, kids crying, and some kids left to go home early from school.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now. Yep. I remember a lot of them were trying to call, and they kept getting jammed up cell towers. Yep. I remember that now.
Well, this is before, like, cell phones and stuff were really popular.
Yeah.
Like, not only the rich kids in school had cell phones. Or they had beepers. I remember a lot of the kids had beepers still, and they would be paging their parents and and that kind of thing. And I didn't have any of that. But I remember I ended up going home from school at the end of the day, and it was, my dad never missed a day of work. Like, he always went to work and everything. And I remember he stayed home from work. He was not very happy. He was very upset.
Oh, yeah. Mama V said that they sent us home, and she went to go get her kids from school. They closed it while it was happening. Yeah, out here, they didn't close any of our schools.
No.
No lockdowns, no nothing. I mean, even at that time, I thought that was kind of odd, especially with all the other planes flying around. But I mean, yeah, I do remember. Okay, so living in Las Vegas, we have planes overhead all the time. And the fact that there was no planes in the sky for, 2 or 3 days was beyond wild.
Eerie, scary, kind of just like, oh no, what's going on? And at first when it happened, I didn't really understand. Like, I remember watching the towers fall on the TV, but it didn't really hit me. It didn't really, because, growing up in Vegas, we watched the demolitions of that's another Vegasism, right? You grow up and you watch the casinos, the demolitions of the casinos. You just grow up. That's something when the city announces that they're going to be demolishing a casino, a lot of families would go up to the hill and
it's big out here. It's huge.
Spectator event,
Mm-hmm.
You bring popcorn. It'd be almost like going to a drive-in movie. That's just one of the one of the things. And so I remember when I watched it on the TV, I didn't really realize that, oh my gosh, there's people in there. It didn't hit me.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize that what I was watching was just a mass casualty and the most horrific thing on American soil to date. Hopefully we never, ever, ever have to see or experience that again. But it did not hit me. I was only like 14 or something. I was young, really young, and it did not hit me that that's what we all were watching until they started playing different news stuff.
And you can see what was actually happening.
Yes, and then they started playing it on the TV where the people were jumping out of the building, and there was just all this other stuff that was going on, and they started showing you that, and that's when it really started to kind of like really hit us, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what we just witnessed. So, yeah.
They didn't allow it to be played at school because they didn't want to create mass panic.
Yeah, hysteria.
Nope. Yeah, I think they literally played it for like 10 minutes.
They played it for, like, I remember my entire homeroom, they just played it. Maybe it was just it was up to the teacher's discretion. I'm assuming, I don't know. I was a kid.
Oh.
The school was different, but I was in middle school, so I mean.
Yeah, you were in middle school. Gary's the baby. He was in middle school. We were all in high school.
Oh, I lost him.
Are we here? We're still here.
Oh, no. The FUBAR vet popped in. I just had something in my ear go off. I was like, what was that? I look down and I see his pretty face.
Oh. I could jump off the phone if you want to interview your regular guest. I was just keeping you company.
I'll let him get settled in. Looks like he... Yeah. Oh, Cindy Brown, she canceled her birthday party.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So that means that your birthday's right around the corner.
Yeah, it's somewhere around here. Yep. Cindy, you spilled the beans.
Happy birthday to the best moderator in all the land.
Right?
Her birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday.
Yep.
I'm going to say happy birthday tomorrow to you on Real Talk, Miss Cindy. I'll put you on blast. Tell everybody to say happy birthday to you in the comment section. Because we love you.
Let's see. Oh, one of the topics that I wanted to bring up, Burning Man, how they're usually very, very, very respectful for, Black Rock City.
In general, they do get wild, but they generally clean up before they leave. And
Yes.
it's usually something they do.
Well, they didn't do that this year.
No, really?
Yep. All the towns around Black Rock City, they're all complaining that there's just trash and filth everywhere. Like people were dumping stuff on the side of the highway and all that. That is not ever. I mean, you got to think the people that actually go to Burning Man are now. How do I put this? I don't want to say hippies because that's kind of.
I mean, that's the first word that came to mind over here as well. They're free spirits.
Free spirit. There we go. That's better. But they're all about keeping the land clean and all that stuff.
Hippie's not a bad word.
And all of a sudden they do this. Like, what are these generations coming to?
Well,
just no accountability, no respect anymore. This ain't cool.
It's a very sad state of affairs. I think possibly, and I'm not, pointing fingers at anything, but when an event gets so big like that, and then the event people don't put into account the massive amount of influx of people, and they don't put in, proper facilities for using the restroom, or if they don't put in proper trash facilities, then and have enough staff and security and stuff to deal with it. I mean, you can't just invite 100,000 people out to the desert and just expect it to go smoothly. Like it sounds like it would be great, but just look at Woodstock '99. I mean, God.
Yeah, and now that you bring it up that way, it's like, what obviously pack it in, pack it out. But,
Exactly. Absolutely.
congratulations, you packed it in and packed it out and dumped it right outside in the nearest town. Like,
yeah, that's terrible. That's awful.
yeah.
And that's part of why I always pack in when I pack out, but also I pick up whatever's around me as well.
Yeah, you pack in, pack out, plus pack out some extra.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to do it. But no, a lot of it has to do with them. With it becoming more popular, a more mainstream type of event. You got different types of people that maybe wouldn't have gone to it before, but maybe because of recent publicity, because of what the event has to offer, and the free-spiritedness of that type of an event, it allures people to go to it, but maybe they weren't the same type of people with the same principalities that first started it.
Yep.
So I'm trying to say it in the most political kind of way that I can.
Yeah. I know how we would talk, and it's nothing like this.
You know what I'm trying to say, all right? You got me on the spot, but you know what I'm saying.
I mean, there's only 13 people in here, so,
It don't matter.
It's not like the typical, 400 or 500 that you get.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm conveying the same idea. I'm just, I guess, trying to do it more politically. But it's the same thought. It's the same. I feel the same. I'm just...
Like, we used to go down to Nelson's Landing because going down to the harbor in Boulder City was just nasty.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And at the end, Nelson started getting nasty.
Yeah.
Was going down there and just making the muck of it. And it's like, man, no place is going to be clean because these freaking a-holes around are just throwing their trash
it's
everywhere.
fine to celebrate and have a party and enjoy a beautiful location, but it's not okay when you leave that beautiful location and it looks like there was just a bomb of just trash and filth, and you completely destroyed it, man. You might have had a good weekend, but you completely and utterly destroyed it.
Yeah, and
That's
with popular places that people go, you're going to find water bottles and, stuff like that. But when somebody purposely leaves bag upon bag of trash, and we'll even call it like diapers and stuff like that, that is not cool at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Like Gary was saying, in Nelson's, it's out by Searchlight, right? Searchlight? No.
You guys are good.
Yeah, because you go down the same road, that same 95.
Mm-hmm.
But
so there's a spot. You know the old ghost town, Nelson's?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The mining town?
Yeah.
So you keep going out towards that way, and you just drive down. There's a little dirt road that you drive down, and it takes you down through these really big... that's where we go cliff jumping. That's one of the spots where we used to go cliff jumping. And so you go down these to the coves, and there used to be a spot. That was where me and Gary took our very first date that we ever took together, and we're like, oh, this is the date,
Mm-hmm.
So we went down there, and it was a great time. It was beautiful. It was still kind of one of those secluded spots. And then we went back a few years, and we were just disgusted. We were like, here's this beautiful spot that we felt like was our little piece of paradise out here in the desert. And we come back, and now it's just completely the whole shoreline. I'm talking the entire shoreline was covered in filth and trash, and just, it seriously broke our heart. Me and Gary spent the better part of the afternoon, and we had only packed in 3 extra trash bags, because that's usually all we will need, to pack out our stuff and then pack out a little bit extra.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually we will use 1, and then we'll pack out 2 extra. We had to use them all up immediately, and then we just threw the rest of the stuff in the back of the truck, and we packed out as much as we could. But it was just we still didn't even clean it all. We couldn't even. It was not even enjoyable. I was just so disgusted and heartbroken. This is such a beautiful place that has just been completely and utterly destroyed. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it really is. I think we need to We need to start getting back to some good old butt whoopings like what our generation got, and everybody in front of us. But no,
Yeah.
they don't do that anymore.
To get us drunk with pow pow.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
excuse me. Well, it looks like my guest is about ready, so I'll
Yay. Well, I'll stick around in the comments section.
okay.
Welcome, guest. Welcome to the to Java with Jason.
Oh yeah.
I like this segment. You should keep it up, dude. It's fun. It's good to see you every week. Good to see your face.
This thing, this is what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yes, Beavis. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, you kids have fun and don't get into too much trouble. I'll be lurking in the comment section.
Okay.
Always lurking.
Oh yeah.
All right, Bob.
All right. Thank you, Mel.
Later.
Bye. And like I said, I've known them for a very, very, very long time. Also, someone that I haven't known quite as long, but we still have a pretty good past. He's sitting here patiently waiting. The star of the show is my really good buddy, Justin. So I'm going to bring him in. And boom, you're live on the air.
How's it going, yo?
Oh, how's your day going?
Just starting.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot you work nights or whatnot.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, little backstory. How did you and I meet?
So me and Jason used to work at Sam's Town together. And the managers screwed up and put us together for a few nights.
Yep.
And
That was a big mistake.
very big.
Hey, the casino was a great place to be. It was probably one of the safest places in the valley at that point, but yeah. There's we'll just say it's a good thing that those cameras didn't have audio.
Yeah. But we got into a lot of trouble, I guess you could say, working there. We definitely got into a lot of fights.
Yeah, and actually, what's kind of irritating is I had those bright pink handcuffs that I paid good money for, and the one time I actually used them was on a woman. It completely defeated the whole purpose.
And of course, I wasn't there for that one.
No, that was on swing. Let's see. So yeah, we met at Sam's Town, and yeah, we promptly got put on different shifts after that. But every once in a while, we'd get like 10 or 15 minutes, when they started switching, and we would still always manage to wreck the place right before we left. So I'd be left with the paperwork, and he'd have to do it the next night. Yeah, that was always fun. Let's see.
Thank you, Cindy. Is that Cindy?
Yeah, Cindy. She said nice beard.
Thank you. I try to keep it nice.
Yeah, a lot better than mine. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know, bro. Got to take some more vitamins.
I have an explanation. I'll let my dad put it in the comments because I think he's still in here. He might be. But yeah, I'm not going to say it. But yeah, there's an explanation in our family. The younger ones get a little malnourished. We'll put it that way.
Gotcha.
So, you know what? We'll just go ahead and start this spicy. What's your favorite MRE and why is it Chili Mac?
So I actually have two: the spaghetti and meat sauce and the chili mac. Just because it's easy to say screw it, toss the heating pack in a bag to save for later, and eat it cold.
Yeah, actually, they're really not bad cold at all. Some of them, they're horrendous. Even lukewarm, they're still terrible. Like I've got, let me see here. Hold on, what do I have here? This one is diced pears in heavy syrup.
Those are pretty good.
Seeing, it just does not sound good to me at all.
They are pretty good, bro. It's been a while since I had them, but yeah.
Let's see. So this one's mixed fruit in heavy syrup. This one is pears, grapes, pineapple, cherries. That one actually, I might actually kind of like that one. But it feels more like a gel. I don't really feel any chunks. Oh, no, there's a couple chunks in there. So that might be a little bit of a treat.
That's more so that syrup.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the syrup is something you have to get used to.
Yeah, maybe that's just what absolutely turned me off on it. But, when you're out in the middle of whatever, catching camel spiders that are this big, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know about catching camel spiders. I've been chased by one. Fuck that. I was screaming for somebody to shoot it. Nobody shot it.
No. I was watching a video the other night and somebody caught a camel spider and the thing's like sitting there trying to bite its finger. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Just why? I mean, as far as I know, they're not venomous, but still.
So the camel spider, when they bite you, in their saliva glands or whatever the hell you want to call it, they have a numbing agent basically. So they can actually, and if you go through pictures of them, you can see where they've eaten out whole legs of guys.
Oh, wow.
So guys have a big ass hole in their leg from a camel spider, and they had no idea that they were getting chewed on.
Oh, no way. So actually, I just realized I jumped ahead of myself. How long were you in the military, and what did you do?
So
I'm wondering where Tundra is. He's right there.
So I was in for 9 years. I started out as a mechanic, reclassed to go overseas as a cavalry scout. Came back, body was really screwed up, so I went back to the maintenance team as a small arms and artillery repairman.
Okay. Yeah, I never grew a pair. I kind of wanted to join, but it was just, I don't know, it was a little bit too much of a leap that I just wasn't willing to take at that point.
Yeah, it's because of this day in 2001.
That's what I was gonna lead into. It was at so obviously that was a major factor in you joining the military.
Yes, just like most of us, I watched it live.
Mm-hmm.
They shut down my entire school. They had all the TVs fixed on the news.
Yep.
And we had to wait for our parents to come and get us. Unfortunately,
that's funny because I was going to Silverado at that point, and they didn't change any of the schedules. They didn't send us home, nothing like that.
I was living in California at the time.
Oh, wow.
Going to I don't even remember what school it was, but unfortunately, my mother couldn't come get me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Mel from Simple Life Reclaimed. She was talking to Drew.
I gotcha. She was able to talk to the school and they let me go.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when I left, that's when the first tower fell. And by the time I got home, the second one fell.
Yeah, when I was still waking up, my TV was on and saw smoke from the first tower and all that stuff. And I don't know if I just didn't catch what happened. No, I do remember them saying a plane hit it. And, in my head, I'm going, how the hell does a plane, hit one of the tallest buildings in New York? And then there's another one right next to it. Then that second one hit. I was like, something's wrong. Like this ain't right anymore.
Yeah. When I saw that first tower fell, it was instant. These guys are gonna end up paying for it. And some people, they get told, when you're getting jumped, grab one person and make him pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
I picked one person and he paid for it dearly.
Yep.
I got back in 2010 and didn't start dealing with it until 2011, roughly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, there's not much you can do. It happened. You just kind of have to deal with it at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty much dust it off and carry on.
Yep. So, yeah, you were Army, right?
Yeah, Nevada Army National Guard.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, still a grunt.
Yeah, little green bullet stopper.
Yep. Yeah, Cindy Brown. She said thank you, but she's sorry you had to do something like that, and obviously it's not something they want to do, but it's something they have to do.
It wasn't necessarily a have to do.
In that moment, yeah.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that since I don't want to get into trouble.
Right. So, I guess we'll stay on the spicy subjects. A student in a Chicago suburb has been permanently expelled from his school because he brought a pistol to school for his protection. And they figured out that, yes, he was not a threat. Yes, that's exactly what it was for. I mean, I can see where the kid's coming from. If he's that, if it's really that bad, nothing is doing anything. If nobody's doing anything about it, you kind of have to take matters into your own hands. But how do we stop this? What do we have to do? I mean, I've got some ideas.
In my honest opinion, and this is coming from a father, put an ex-military or still currently serving, make sure they go through the psychological exams, whatever.
Yep.
Put 3 of them in every school across America. And I guarantee you that shit will stop.
Oh, yeah.
Have them armed because, yeah, we're trained to do that type of stuff.
Yep. Go from a lot of zero to a lot of 100 real fast.
Yeah. I just lost my train of thought.
That's all right. So did
I. When I was overseas, I did what is called PSD, which is personal security detail. So anytime, somebody over a lieutenant wanted to go out on mission, they were in my truck. We were the designated ones and the ones who trained for it. So I've been there doing personal security.
Hmm.
I do personal security right now. I've been armed for 5 years now doing security here in Vegas. So going to a school, parents, I would hope, would feel better.
Oh, absolutely. And even when I walk into somewhere and somebody's open carrying, I'm like, cool, you're the target now, because nobody knows where mine is. Makes me feel better.
Right?
And that was a open carrying joke, because I don't open carry, because I don't have to. Yeah, we don't have a constitutional carry here, which we need to. We really do. But I went ahead and did it the legal way, because I kind of like my freedoms.
I mean, do you ever see me leave my house without one?
No, never.
Even when I was working at Sam's Town.
Yeah,
carried
I'm surprised that was, that's where we leave that. Yes, we did have armed guards. No, he was not one of them.
Luigi actually should have gotten hurt, but I'm just going to leave it at that.
Sometimes he kind of deserved it, but that's here nor there.
Well, when you quit a job and you're just trying to leave, don't be grabbing your gun. Don't take off your retentions just in case,
Oh,
because that's a good way to get kicked in the head.
yeah, if not worse.
Exactly. And that's his go-to thing, because all I heard him as soon as I grabbed my gun was click. And I just looked at him, and he's standing there, hand on his gun, in that defensive posture. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah, the guy that he's talking about, he is not a small target, and he can't run.
Oh, hell no.
That's about all he can do.
He's so damn stupid that we had an incident in front of the main cage there at Sam's Town, and he ended up pepper spraying himself. And he cried like a little girl. Which pepper spray
is all over the screen. Oh man, I've been pepper sprayed twice for Sam's Town. It's really not that bad. I'm not gonna say that it doesn't hurt, because it hurts, but it just basically makes it to where it feels like you have an extremely bad sunburn and you cannot open your eyes without them burning. That's about it. Your eyes are sitting there watering. The stuff that we had was the stream, so it wasn't a gas. It just stuck to you and made you burn. It didn't go into your nose and all that stuff. And that's when you start coughing and all that. But you're basically just kind of taken out. You just can't see, and you're sitting there burning.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I would much rather ride the Lightning again.
Nope. Nope.
I'd
rather take OC. I'll tell you the worst thing about OC, because I know Justin knows. The absolute worst part is taking a shower afterwards. Everything goes down. That right there is the worst part because all of a sudden now you just got OC'd where you didn't get OC'd.
Now, a good trick to that is, put on some swimming trunks, go in your front yard or backyard with some help, somebody with some holding some Johnson & Johnson tear-free soap and a water hose. And sit there and bend over and spray the shit out of yourself, scrub that Johnson & Johnson on, and repeat.
Yeah, because the lady, what was her name? Meshel. Yeah, all she said is, be careful when you take a shower. I'm like, what does that mean? Well, I found out. Found out real fast.
Jesus. I've been sprayed.
Oh, probably quite a few times.
3 or 4 times. Because Shantez fucking got me when I was fighting that doodle alone with whatever that Hawaiian guy name was, just staring there watching me fight this guy. Yeah, I've been OC'd by the civilian grade stuff, which is 0.08, and the military, which is 0.10.
Yeah.
And I think I carry 0.10 right now.
Good.
But I never carry it on me because I never plan on using it.
That's true. Well, I mean, you never know when you might need to spice up your taco a little bit, so.
Right?
Oh, let's see. Now we'll go extra spicy. I don't know if you guys have been. Where did you go? You still with me?
Yeah, I'm here. Just give me a second.
I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Artemis launch. We're trying to go back to the moon. Have we ever been to the moon? That's kind of a crazy topic right in itself. Like, have we actually ever been there? And yeah, we're trying to go back. Well, now they've got all these fuel leaks and everything that are popping up. They can't even get off the launch pad with this rocket. I mean, if it made SpaceX, or if SpaceX made the rocket, it'd go back and forth a couple times. It'd be, that little thing's Uber. Yeah, I personally, I don't know. I want to hope yes, but I don't know. It's just so hard to tell.
Sorry, y'all. I had to step outside for something.
Ah, you're good. Yeah, if you need to bail at any point, feel free.
Yeah, I'll give you a heads up. But I've already missed one check, so I'll just get the next one.
Yeah.
He's not in town, so I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, good. Oh, you're okay. What do you think about all the country, rap, and rock mashups? I guess Upchurch would be kind of a hot topic for that, or who else is in there?
Calhoun.
Yeah, Calhoun. Some of those new songs that are coming out on all the popular videos. Yeah, Colt Ford's been around for quite a while. He's actually, it was it Colt Ford? No. Who did? I know Jason Aldean redid Back Road. Chilling on the back roads. Dirt Road Anthem. There we go. But I want to say it was actually Brantley Gilbert and somebody else are the ones that actually made the song. They did it first. Of course, it became popular when Jason Aldean did it, which actually I do have him written down. It's just funny that it led to that.
I think it was actually Aldean that did it first. because that was one of his first songs when he came out, I believe.
Yeah, and Dawn from Hat Creek, she says that it was Brantley Gilbert and Colt Ford. Was it? For some reason, I thought I remember Jason Aldean talking to Colt Ford in the beginning. I might be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, agreed. I totally agree with that statement.
So some of this today's country, that's not country. I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
I
mean, hell, you and I and Drew went and saw Travis Tritt.
Yes, we did.
Which I actually went to go see Randy Houser, but I still don't know what happened with that.
Yeah, that situation and that night was just, the concert was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to find the chick that groped me, but I mean, shit, let me at least get dinner before,
Oh, man. And speaking of Jason Aldean, his wife has been pretty outspoken about, deleting certain body parts when you're under the certain age. And Jason Aldean's PR company actually just dropped him after 17 years with him, all because of what his wife was saying. But, I mean, at some point, you absolutely do have your own opinions. But, when do you shut up, And, of course, he's going to stand behind his wife's back because I know he feels the exact same way. But, that just cost you your PR company. Or was it actually a blessing in disguise? Does this mean he's going to go on to bigger, better things? Is he going to make his own company? I don't know. That's kind of a odd situation right there.
Yeah, I didn't even know all of that.
Yeah, I literally for this whole interview, I just kind of went through and just started looking through different things, and I mean, I've got all sorts of stuff written down, just little topics that I wanted to hit. I'm really bouncing back and forth though. But no, what do I have on this one? Cars. Oh, another good one. What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
The COVID-19.
My personal favorite is a certain person didn't hang himself.
Oh, hell yeah. That didn't. Nope.
So Dawn from Hat Creek, she asked, why do you think Area 51 is so locked down?
Honestly, I have no clue. Maybe they do have some stuff there. Maybe they have certain teams that are there that they not allowed to speak about, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. My personal opinion is that's where they're developing all the new tech for, all the upcoming planes and weapons and laser systems. And I don't know. I personally don't think there's aliens, but there's nothing that says that there's not. There has been quite a few things out here that nobody can actually explain. But, as far as like the lights in the night sky, I personally haven't seen any. So, but I know they were doing nuclear testing out there. Actually, my dad, he grew up out here as well. And I think I remember him saying he used to hear all the alarms going off right before a nuke would go off and look out over the north end of the valley, and all of a sudden there's a freaking mushroom cloud. Oh, great. Welcome to Las Vegas. No wonder why we're all screwed up.
It's the water, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's why I only drink bottled water.
Tell you what, growing up, water out of the hose, that was the best tasting water ever.
Absolutely.
Had all the right minerals and all that stuff in it. And now because of my misting system, the minerals, well, mainly all the calcium are on these windows. It's terrible. Tastes good, but leaves an absolute mess.
Yeah, that it does. Right here.
Let's see here. Touched on that one. The end of Dodge as we know it. So after 2023, Dodge will no longer have any internal combustion engine muscle cars. They're going full electric. So what they ended up doing is they're having a whole, I think there's 7, they're calling them last call cars between the Charger and Challenger. And they're just going to go absolutely ballistic, balls to the wall. I want to say that they're looking for around 900 horsepower, just right off the bat.
Damn. Honestly, that type of power out here is just stupid.
Yeah, here it is. Dodge announces last call for V8 powered Challenger and Chargers. Yep.
Love how they call them muscle cars.
Well, they are. They're not made to handle. They do a great burnout. That's what a muscle car is. Yeah, right here, 909 horsepower. I mean, something right from the factory. And Dodge has a reputation for understating their horsepower anyway. So realistically, I would think that's probably closer to 950.
Yeah. And once again, to me, that's stupid. I mean, at what point in time out here are you actually going to use all of that power? Friday Night Lights? Is that what it's called?
No, you're talking about out at the Speedway. Midnight Mayhem.
Midnight Mayhem. Thank you.
Well, I mean,
That's
you got
about the only
95 north on a Tuesday morning. 95 north outside of the town, going up to like Mount Charleston. There's nobody out there. Yeah, they're bringing back all sorts of different colors. So I thought that was actually pretty cool.
And Cindy, yeah, absolutely. I do agree that there is stuff that the general population doesn't need to know. Because it could cause the fuck is the word?
It'd be a national security issue.
There's that, but it caused too much of mayhem, basically.
Oh yeah,
because people can't handle that,
mm-hmm.
especially in this day and age. I mean, I would absolutely love for all the warning labels to go away.
Yeah, I'd be perfectly fine with that. And Cindy, it wouldn't be the drive to Pahrump. You'd want to do about 35 the whole time. But when you come back, that's when you want to do like 180, 190. Just get me out of here.
Yep. I mean, when I go out to Indian Springs, I've hit 90 very easily. But then again, I've hit 90 and 100 out here on the fucking 15 and 215.
Yeah. Well, the 215, that's like Talladega.
Yeah. It really is.
Yeah, you get a good group of people that are going down the 215 and you're cruising, not even thinking about it, 95, 100 miles an hour. I mean, it's awesome.
Oh yeah, and the feeling that you get, that rush, is amazing,
Mhm.
to say the least. I mean, when I came back home from Afghanistan, I did whatever I could to find adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because adrenaline is a drug to
Oh,
me.
absolutely. Yeah, and luckily enough, I've already told beautiful girlfriend about this, but it, like, if there's one reason why I can't have something so fast, like, like one of those cars, because those things, 900 horsepower, even though the car weighs over 4,000 pounds, they're like 4,400 pounds, which is almost as much as what my truck weighs. Um, if I have something that'll do 170, 180 miles an hour, I will probably do 170, 180 miles an hour.
Right.
I mean, I've been 130 on the Harley just with these glasses and a half helmet. Was it stupid? Yeah, because I was on the I-15.
Oh shit. Yeah. I've thought plenty of times of getting a bike,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just try to envision me riding it, and I see nothing good coming of it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it sucks. I really don't even enjoy riding the Harley anymore because, with gas prices and how far I have to travel, it's my transportation right now. It's either that or the Crown Vic. And basically, if it's under 100, I'm on the Harley. If it's over 100, the Crown Vic, because the Crown Vic has AC and just, it's terrible. That bike will cook you right out of the seat. Oh boy.
I freaking hate Crown Vics. Just saying.
Actually, yeah, mine's kind of being a pain in the butt right now too. But that was my own fault. I ran out of gas. Well, Cindy, mine's a 2004 V-Rod, so it's kind of like the beginning of the Muscle Cruiser. It's not a full fairing bike. I had it in one of the videos where I was riding it, but curb weight on that bike is 660, so that's actually really, really light for a Harley. And yes, I know. I've never, ever had issues before until I got this Ford. But then again, I've really never ran a vehicle out of gas before until I got this Ford because obviously I can't trust the gas gauge.
Yeah. I've been dealing with that shit with my Honda.
Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, I really don't even drive it anymore.
Yeah. Like with my trucks, I'm like, the gas gauge didn't even move. I'm going to go to the gas station. Like if it moves, I know I'm good for a little bit, which is stupid, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Ooh. I don't know if you heard or not, but Jake Paul and Anderson Silva fight's going to happen.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I really hope that the last I saw from Anderson Silva is when he got his leg snapped in half. So now he's going to have that rod in his leg. Hopefully that doesn't hurt him.
Last I heard, he gave it up because of that issue, because he couldn't train as hard. It looks like he's unstable on it, like he's afraid that it'll snap again.
I can kind of see that. No, they're in the chat talking crap about Fords, of course.
I can't even see that.
Yeah, it's true. That is. You know what? I got a good deal on the car, and actually, it was really reliable until I did what I did. So, yeah. I don't know if you even keep up with Jake Paul or not, but he started out as just this cocky, arrogant. You know, he wants to beat the crap out of everybody, and he actually kind of is. He is beating the crap out of everybody. He's coming up really fast. But
so he's another Conor McGregor.
ooh, that would be a good one. That would be a good one. I think Conor's losing it. He back in the day he was cocky and good, and now he's just cocky and has a really bad attitude.
Yep. When I met him at T-Mobile Arena when he fought what's his face? Mayweather?
Oh yeah.
Those fucking assholes.
Mhm.
I wanted to punch Mayweather in his face. But
Yeah, Junior, he's quite a character. Senior actually went to my dad's wedding. Now that man, that is a cool guy.
yeah, he is awesome. Now, the people that drive him around, they are worse than Mayweather.
Oh yeah. Really, the only times that I dealt with Mayweather is when I was working out at the M. He used to come in. He used to live over in Southern Highlands. Actually, I think he still might, but the M was right there. But he used to send his girlfriend, I think we called her Miss Brown, I think is what she went by. But he used to send her every once in a while to come up and get food and all that. But you know, one night he would come into valet, and all of his cars were completely white, like white wheels, white car, white interior. So I mean, as soon as something rolled up like that, it's like, all right, there's money right there. So he'd roll up in his, I think at that point he had like a Rolls Royce Dawn or a Rolls Royce Drophead, and you know, he parked it, and one of the other guys went to hop in, and valet or his boys are like, "You're not moving this car." I'm like, "Yeah, we kind of have to." And Mayweather knows we move it. Oh yeah, you can't move this car. It's staying right here. It's like, dude, no, stop. So they went ahead and called, and you know, Mayweather's like, dude, let him move the car. Like, really, what are they gonna do? I'm here all the time. But you know, he would come in full 3-piece suit, just looking dapper one night, and then the next night he'd come in like gray sweatpants and a white shirt and just looking hood. I'm like, it just really depends on what night he was in. I mean, he was cool to all of us. Every time he popped in, he'd drop like $400 or $500 with valet. So we were like, all right, cool. But yeah, I know he's got a real bad personality, and his boys do too. But that's also what they're paid to do.
Yeah. You know, money got to their head. And
you know what? Maybe I even had a run-in with them at Samstown when we had those fighting leagues. I don't know if you were there for that or not.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think he might have been there. And everybody's, you know, going absolutely crazy. Oh my God, it's Mayweather Jr. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, I've seen him before. Cool.
Right.
I don't care. So yeah, Don from Hat Creek said that. Wait, who were you talking about? Was it Jake Paul needs to fight Ronda Rousey? Ronda Rousey, she was rowdy back in the day, but I don't know if she's given it up or if nobody wants to fight her anymore. I'm not sure.
She is actually in the WWE.
What?
You know, I'm still pissed off about that bet that I should have made.
Which one was that?
Where she got her ass beat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot who that was.
Yeah, what was Unit 44.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him were talking about it. He's like, Ronda Rousey's gonna whoop her ass. I was like, bro, trust me. Go put money on the other girl. He's like, no way. We got into work that night, and he goes, "How much did you win on that bet?" I said, "Shut up, get away from me."
I don't want to talk to you right now.
He goes, "You didn't place it, did you?" I was like, "No, I ended up going and sitting at the bar and putting it into the machines."
Mhm.
He laughed his ass off.
Switching topics here. Man, I wish I had some extra money. There's a big auction coming up of about 300 1950s to 1960s cars. It's coming up here in Colorado, and I was looking through some of the past auctions, and there was a international kind of like mine. It wasn't an L120, but it was an S120. The whole thing went for $1,200. I think it's $1,200. Didn't run, but I mean, it was like the same color as my International. Had a little bit different nose to it, but it was a complete truck. I was like, I wish I would have known about that. I'd have had a Bart's truck if I needed one.
Yeah.
Yeah, insane. So let me bring this up. Here we go. Boom. So yeah, the Randy Milan collection. There's just all sorts of different.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's what? Oh, I didn't notice that one. What is that? Oh, that's a little sprint car, isn't it? Yeah, that's a little sprint car.
No shit. Wow.
Huh. I wonder if the Glock comes with it.
Hmm.
Oh, 50. That might be a 55.
What is that?
It's either a 55 or 56 because 55 had the taillights that didn't pop up or they didn't extend really too far out. And they also, or no, they didn't come up and they didn't come out. 56, they came out a little bit. And then 57, they came up and out. That's the way you can tell the difference between the 55, 56, and 57s.
What is it? I can't tell what that
Oh, that was a Bel Air.
Was it a Bel Air? Okay.
Yeah, two-door post.
I couldn't
Yeah,
tell.
that was an old race car. I see a cage in there. It's on Hoosiers. Wow, that thing's got quite a history.
Damn.
Got a whole bunch of stories. What else do they have? Is that those might be old Pontiacs? I'm not sure. I'm sure Drew's probably about ready to poop himself right now, seeing all these.
Great.
I can't see the comments because I'm on this page, but
Yeah, I don't see any comments.
yeah.
I gotta get out of here.
Okay.
I will talk with you later. All right.
All right, buddy. Have fun. Thank you for coming on.
Yep. Later.
Bye. All righty. Oh, okay. Now that I'm back to the comments. Yep, here's Drew. He's like, ah. 60s, 70s, but yeah, they had a nice little auction. Hold on, I'm not going to share the screen, but I'm looking up approximately 90 1959 to 1960 Chevrolets, all models including convertibles, a couple Chevelles, 64 to 67, a couple Impalas, 58 to 63. Dang. Yeah, it looks like the highest it's going to go, is like 1966. Oh, Caprice Woody Wagon. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, Drew, if you want to look that up, it's Vanderbrink Auctions. VANDERBRINK. Oh, why, yes, you are. Oh man. Alrighty. So did everybody hear about the Clark County official that got arrested for murder because he went ahead and stabbed a local journalist that's actually been here in Vegas. Hold on, Drew. I'll tell you right now. It is. That particular one is October 15th. Let's see. So yeah, forgot what I was. Oh, yeah, the Clark County official. So the guy that actually got stabbed to death in front of his house, he was Jeff German. He worked for the Las Vegas Sun for a little over 2 decades, and he's been a journalist for 4 decades. Basically, what he did is he went after corruption and politics and things like that. And of course, he's made some enemies. I actually just learned the other day that he got punched in the face from somebody from the mob, which very easily could have gone very far south. So just the fact he got punched in the face is pretty incredible. But this Clark County official, Robert Tellez, ended up, didn't even hire anybody, just went to his house and stabbed him a bunch of times. They ended up finding all of the clothes and everything that he used. They got one of the neighbors' houses had cameras, and yep, here's his red Yukon going down the road. So idiot, can't believe it. A little bit more about him. He covered the MGM fire back in 1980. He also covered FBI investigations into the Clark County commissioners. They called that Operation G-Sting. I actually forgot about that. Once I saw that name, I kind of remembered. Of course, there's corruption in Vegas, but he was covering all that. He was the first person to cover the fact that the Mandalay Bay shooter, his first 2 shots, there was either 2 or 3 shots, he actually shot at the fuel tank at McCarran Airport. He was trying to blow that up. And then once that didn't happen, then that's when he unleashed on the crowd. But yeah, he was the first one to break that story. Where is... So yeah, Jeff German, he liked to investigate like bullying, favoritism, inappropriate relationships, things like that. So basically just all corruption, just keeping people honest. And honestly, that's commendable. And I'm sure he's gone after people from both sides. That's the way it has to be. You can't just, go after people on this side of the road or this side. No, you got to keep them on the straight and narrow, all of them. What else? What are all your guys' favorite conspiracy theories? I'll let you guys catch up a little bit. Yeah, mine was a certain person didn't hang himself. But I am only going to be here about another 10 minutes or so. Actually, I'm not even sure if anybody's left. I see 7, but I wonder if you guys are just sitting here. Just, here's my favorite conspiracy theory. Ugh. Actually, I did kind of I did kind of touch on that one. I don't really have much of an opinion on it. The only thing that really even made me consider that it may not be real is all the issues that we're having right now with the rocket. It's just been fuel leak after fuel leak after fuel leak. And I don't remember hearing about any issues when we, went to the moon the first time. We just, boom, straight up there. They're, and also SpaceX, they don't really have any of the issues. Okay, they do have issues, but nowhere near as many issues as what NASA has with their rockets. Like, I haven't really heard of a fuel leak from a SpaceX rocket. So, if you want an Uber to go back and forth to the moon, hit up SpaceX. And probably because I have stocks with Uncle Elon, so yeah, that'll help. Actually, Drew and I were talking about this one. That one's actually pretty interesting. I don't know. That's one that I'm going to have to look a little bit more into. Excuse me. I've kind of heard about it. Like, there's just this huge bunker underneath Denver. Never really done much research into it, but. And then there's this one coming in real spicy. Yeah, exactly. That was the other thing. It's like, I don't know, is it human issues? The fact that we're still going to space. We know we can go to space. There's still dozens of people up there right now, as far as I know, maybe about a dozen or so. But oh boy. Oh, I thought it already started because Drew said that, and then my phone just went off. I'm like, wow, that was fast. Bingo. Wait. I mean, it's not necessarily conspiracy theory, but pretty sure we can all agree on that one. This one. I like this one. And wherever that shot came from, one hell of a shot. I know I couldn't do anything like that. Yeah, I know he was looking into something that he shouldn't have been looking into. We'll see if it happens with a certain orange man. It very well might. So wait, now that I'm reading it, you said all of them about the Denver airport. The only one that I heard about the Denver airport was there's just a big, maybe not necessarily a city, but there's like a huge bunker underneath of it. What else is there about the airport? Oh, that was another one I was gonna try to cover. Yeah, there was a huge dust devil during Burning Man, and there's videos of it, and basically a dust devil out here. I'm sure about everybody knows what they are, but they're just like a little mini tornado. They might hit winds of 100 miles an hour if it's a real rowdy one. But I mean, it looks like a full blown tornado just coming at people on the dry lake. There may be, a big one is probably 30 feet wide. Okay. No, it's not the one. That moved on me. Okay, yeah. But yeah, one thing that that's very much coming to light now is one thing that was said. They're not coming after me, or they're not. What did he say? Crap. No, they're not coming after me. They're coming after you. I'm just in the way. That is absolutely true. There's almost no way you can deny that now. Yeah, I went to click on this comment and it moved, and then that one popped up. So yeah, now you can see why my dad can't be trusted. There you go. There's your 5 minutes of light. Wait, what's this one? Okay, yeah, I think I did. Actually, you know what? Maybe even that was talked about. Like it was supposed to be underground, and then something happened, and they went ahead and built a new one on top of it, or something. I forgot exactly what it was, but yeah, now that kind of makes sense. Huh. Might have to go back and see if George Knapp had ever done anything on that. Vegas, we have some absolute wild investigative journalists. What's his name? Jeff German. That was one of them. He was absolutely not afraid to dig into the deep stuff. And George Knapp, he's another one. He looks into the FBI. He looks into the government, all that stuff. And he's 100% believer that aliens are real. You cannot convince him otherwise. But he gets into a lot of stuff that he really shouldn't be getting into. I think basically that would just be a live stream of me laying on the couch, because that's about all I do after dark. Unless Drew's in town. Then we go to the Strip and go to a concert. Yeah, and beautiful girlfriend over here, she went as well. She didn't want to be on camera, but she's here. She's listening to all the crap I'm talking. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3-minute warning. Yeah, because that'll be 2 hours for me. Ooh. That one I missed. Oh. Senior Brown says hi. She waves. She's sitting here cuddled up in the blanket. Yeah, Drew, you're fine. Let's see. I think I pretty much touched on about everything. I mean, luckily enough, the one that kind of saved the whole beginning of the show is right here. Mel, thank you. You and Gary, thank you guys. I appreciate the absolute hell out of you. Yeah. I will bug you at the most inconvenient time tomorrow, because I know that's exactly what I do every day. So, yes. Where is it? It's over here. Yep. I actually did a video about these two. This one, I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I got that one for Christmas. I bought it for myself for Christmas last year. And then this one I bought for my best friend, Josh. So the big truck right here, this one full bore, will do probably about 70 miles an hour. This one, like 6 miles an hour. This one's a crawler. This one's made to go fast. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to shut it down. Get your last goodbyes in, because I'm going to call it a night, mainly because I really have to pee. Not going to lie. This is real life. Yes, Drew. Hurry up. Come on. Chop. Videos. And Lindsay, start making videos. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I'm pretty much out of topics. And, yeah, I got a full bladder. So I will talk to you guys in the next... And this is where it goes. This is why I cannot keep my dad around. Because this right here. All right. I'm really out of here this time. Love you. Have fun. Stay dangerous.